Things are heating up here in downtown Detroit. And just down the river from downtown, we've got some hot bowling action. Today, we will crown a champion in the Junior Gold Under-12 National Championship. And welcome to Allen Park, Michigan, the historic Thunderbowl Arena and the Junior Gold Under-12 Championship. It's only a three-person stepladder final. The defending champion, Katelyn Abigania, she'll take on Gianna, and then Abby Starkey in the number one position awaits the winner. If there's anybody who understands stepladder and winning, it's my partner, the Hall of Famer, Kelly Kula. Kelly, only three on this stepladder, no room for error.
Yeah, Dave, Caitlyn, the defending champion, going up against Gianna. Gianna and Abigail are friends from the Illinois area, so it's interesting to see who will advance to the number one seed and win the championship match for the U12 Junior Gold Division. And the stepladder with just three, the rules are always the same. The winner of the first match will take on Abby Starkey for the Under-12 Championship. Abigania, the defending champion, won it last year. Let's take a look back, Kelly. Great form and great attitude on the lanes. Yeah, her energy was unlike anything else I've seen from an 11-year-old. Now she's 12 years old, looking to defend her title. She's got a little bit of a field to walk through, starting off with Gianna, but we'll see as we go through the stepladder process who will come out the champion. Will she repeat and get to hold that trophy one more time, or will either Gianna or Abby come away as the new Under-12 champion? The match are coming up. Stay with us.
The 2019 Junior Gold Championships on CBS Sports Network is brought to you by Ebonite, Bowl to Win, by Track, Evolutionary, Revolutionary, and by Kegel, your lanes, our passion.
So from downtown Detroit, we go to just a few minutes away in Allen Park, and we're going to get ready for this first match between Gianna and Katelyn Abigania. You know what we need to do? Take a look at our Kegel oil pattern. Kelly, what are we bowling on today?
The young ladies say are going to be bowling on a 42-foot pattern with about 26 mils of oil. The lane itself, almost 60 feet in length, should see some lower scores, being a challenge-type pattern, 3-to-1 ratio. That means 3 units in the middle, only one outside. So again, 190, 2-team will be a good score.
And that trophy right there will be held aloft by one of our three bowlers in the stepladder final. A great crowd here in this historic home for bowling, the Thunder Bowl. How many bowling houses do you have that have their own Hall of Fame? They do here. So your defending champion will start. The fact that she is back in this show again is itself absolutely remarkable.
Yeah, Dave, in her interview, she took what she did last year, building off the energy and the excitement, but she went home and worked on all of her weaknesses that she thought, including her mental game. And that training right there brought her back to this moment again.
And she'll start with a strike. And as you say that, I feel compelled to remind the audience she's 12 years old.
More composure. Right between the first and second arrow, about 7-8 board. Firm ball speed, which could be advantageous to Caitlyn as well.
Gianna gets a break into the pocket, but a soft 10 for Brandolino, also 12 years old from Illinois.
Both young ladies playing the same part of the lane, right around between the first and second arrow, 7, 8, 9 board. Straight angles down in front of them. The only difference is Caitlyn has much firmer with her ball speed. Gianna a little bit softer.
And she covers that nicely. Already in 2019, Gianna has won the Under-12 Pepsi champion in Illinois and is three-time Joliet area princess bowler. She's extremely accomplished already.
Unusual 4-pin knee for a light hit. So Caitlyn started the match. She will finish the match on lane number 12. Coming down to the 10th frame, it'll be in her control to decide her fate, if she will move on or fall off for Gianna to face Abby.
All right, no trouble in the early going. Maybe get some of the nerves out. It is time for a look at our future for the sport, the road to the finals, and we'll take a look at our defending champion, Katelyn Abigania, and how she got through here. And it is never easy, because if you lose, you get sent down to the contenders bracket. And Caitlyn was able to win on first couple of occasions and make it into the TV finals. That wide right there.
Washout leave. In this event, the junior gold event, the women are allowed to check in 5 bowling balls. Most often it's a spare ball and then 4 to work around it. Again, they're bowling on a challenge sport condition, so they'll have to use some tools developed within their own physical game. Ball speed, faster, slower, hand position, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. Moving target slightly closer, further away.
Got a chance there, and that is a gorgeous, gorgeous cover by Abigania.
Keeping it close with only 2 frames in.
That delights the audience here.
Using the hooking ball, cross lane. Just left the head pin, slides over, kick out the 10.
She goes back to the lane where she struck. Caitlyn has some interest in Vanderbilt University, by the way. They may one day have interest in her. All right, left lane, she's 2 for 2.
I'm sure Josie Barnes is tuning in at home, scouting out future talent for her university. See the left lane, she's definitely more in control. 2 pocket hits in a row on that lane, but she'll finish the match on the right.
Brandolino. And she'll mix them up.
You can see the colors of the bowling ball as it migrates down the lane, Dave. Watch that white pouch as it stands up and rolls really, really forward. Fantastic with the multicolor equipment these days. You can watch the ball reaction as it travels down the lane.
Almost as multicolored as her socks.
Yeah.
No, that's a resting 4-pin, too lazy to take out the 7.
All week long, you bowl the games of qualifying, you go into head-to-head match play, what it accumulates to, and it comes down to 10 frames.
It goes by quickly if you're bowling. No trouble there. Clean. Good start for both bowlers. You earn your way onto this show. There is a lot of bowling that goes on to get here. That's why Caitlyn going back-to-back shows is a outstanding feat in it of itself. Thought that 5-pin might slide over and trip the 7, but it dropped.
Yeah, her speed either got a little bit softer or she migrated further to the right on lane number 12. This is where the straighter players definitely, I feel, have a slight advantage. They can keep their angles tight and in front of them, really just controlling the 1-3 pocket.
Except that pool ball, spare ball. 14 corner pocket.
Both these young ladies' favorite bowlers, Daria Pajok from Poland.
Not a bad choice.
Yep. Geez, one of my role models too. I enjoy watching her deliver a bowling ball every single time as well.
Look out here through the nose, and that could have been big trouble, but it's the always sticky 3-6-10.
Caitlyn, 5-step approach, pushes the ball a little bit late on step number 3. Big knee bend right here. Look how that athletic position goes forward all the way and really pushes into that knee bend. She's got a very quick hand release. Thumb exits very quickly. Fingers go around and through the ball. At such a young age, she has an advanced release.
Look out, that slid a little bit on her and away from the 3-pin, so first mistake of the match for the defending champion. And a 13-pin lead now for Brandolino. Let's see what she can do with it.
Oh, way to the right. Good break there.
Yeah, came out with a 10. That could have been a lot worse. You're right. I wasn't even sure that was going to make it to the head pin.
42 feet, you can see the 6-pin just fall in front of the 10-pin, but light pocket hit. That easily could have been a 2-8-10. Hard plastic ball for the spare. Like I said, knocks it out clean through 5 frames.
Very poised on the lanes at 12 years old is Gianna.
Dad sitting in the audience alongside our coach.
There you go. There's a big smile for everybody in Camp Gianna. She has the advantage through 5.5, but the defending champion will be up when we return. Next year, the Bowling.com Youth Open will take place at different times from July 9th through July 26th in Las Vegas. It's a national tournament with nearly $100,000 in scholarships and a great chance to have some fun and make friends. Check out bowl.com/Youth Open for all the details. So through 5.5, excellent competition between Abigania and Brandolino. The defending champion down a dozen, and with Brandolino off a strike in the 6th, this is a big shot here for Caitlyn. Light, and that 7-pin is going to be a little bit more of a pill.
Yeah, and this again, the advantage right now is Caitlyn's just a little bit more firm with her ball speed, so the ball is really not slowing down and reading the lane pattern. She's kind of controlling what direction off her hand. Whereas Brandolino, she's got great execution. Obviously, she missed a little bit right on that last shot. It came back because of the speed itself.
By the way, you'll see Caitlyn again. She was part of one of the teams that will be competing in the USA Bowling Under-12 Team Championships in a modified Baker format, so we look forward to that one. And she has a quick word with her coach. See what she can do here. See the win percentage chance. That's Gary Otis, who's a certified silver coach. And now a bucket.
2 choices here. If she has something stronger in her bag, she can go to that. Another thing is to soften her speed up a little bit more, similar to what Brandolino's doing, to play up the lane so the ball actually slows down and transfers to the pocket.
Abby Starkey awaits the winner to decide the Under-12 Junior Gold Girls Championship. Perfect execution.
Bucket was no match for Caitlyn. 2-4-5-8 goes down. But now Gianna steps back up on the right lane, lane number 12. Can she extend the lead?
Yeah, that's just not enough. Would have been a big double for her had she been able to get that carry.
But interesting enough, she's controlling the pocket. She's leaving makeable spares. Everything is basically a 9 count or a strike. So really in control of her own emotions, control of what she's seeing in front of her, and just simply executing, focusing on the process.
And she has been clean through 7. And you're right, Kelly. It's either 9 spare or strike all the way through for Gianna Brandolino as she shifts over to the left lane. And this winner stays, loser is out format of the stepladder. And Brandolino advances. She and Abby Starkey, very good friends. A lot of experience against each other bowling in Illinois. We gonna get a break here? Nope, that messenger is not going to make it, and suddenly we may have a turning point in this match.
Yeah, the speed was soft, it was slow, but watch right here. Look at the white on the ball. It's just trying to stand up and go taller, to flex a little bit. Just not enough energy to fight through the pins. Could have rolled forward just a foot or two sooner. Might have seen a different outcome.
And to bang it off that wall. So now the defending champ, Katelyn Abigania, has an opportunity here to thrust herself into the lead.
see her really taking all the oil off the ball, trying to give her good contact between the cover of the bowling ball itself and the surface and oil of the lane.
And something else is she's taking her time,
Yes.
not rushing, which is sometimes the fault with the younger bowlers.
Up the hill. Light 2-pin.
She's just been a little bit wide right on almost all of her hits in the last few frames.
Yeah, her physical game, if she could just get her swing to be a little bit more in front of her. Unfortunately, just ways away from her body. But as you can see, the ball just never slowed down enough to roll into the 1-3.
She can walk away from that one assured that she made it, which she did. And a quick word with her coach.
I can't read lips, Dave, can you?
Sometimes. Sometimes I wished I didn't, but not in that case. But I couldn't quite see what Gary was suggesting she do. I think he said throw to the pocket hard. That's her best shot, and it comes at a critical time in that foundation frame.
Yep, just a little bit more right to left, not so much up the lane. There's that energy she's displaying.
Ooh, almost a solid response by Gianna. Now she's got a 10-pin to deal with. So max for Abigania is 201. And if she covers this, was it 195 is the max for Gianna. Now if she doesn't like it, and for good reason. And now she's got to keep her poise and finish this 10th frame as strongly as possible and make Abigania beat her.
Yeah, she clutched herself on that last shot. I don't know if she might have just slipped on the approach slightly or something, because her execution has been spot on for the first 9 frames up until that spare. Bringing 10-pin again.
And almost the perfect response here. So now her max shrinks to 174. Getting control of her breathing. Abigania has been running the treadmill trying to catch up. All of a sudden, she's not only caught up, she's moved ahead. That's great execution there when she had to have it.
Strike here gives her 174, which means a spare and 4 pins for Abigania will advance her to that championship match. Messenger.
Gonna get it here. Yep, gonna get it. There's your 174, Your Honor. So Abigania is going to have to mark.
Yep, marking 4 pins. Oh, wait. There's the stamp. Oh, delivered. It's interesting enough. I mean, really, Gianna bowled a great game. She didn't miss the pocket. She missed 1 spare, and she shoots 174. So the fate of Caitlyn is in her own hands.
That 7-10 split really turned this game around.
It did.
Now Abigania needs a mark. Counts. Okay, single pin to do it. She has to cover this.
Yes, she does.
She did.
Katelyn Abigania with 4 pins, and she will advance herself to the championship match going up against Abby. She could be our repeat for the U12 Junior Gold Young Ladies Division.
She knows. She's moving on to the finals where she raised the trophy last year.
about a big round of applause for our number 3 finisher, Gianna.
It will be Abby Starkey and Katelyn Abigania, as Abigania is a game away from a successful title defense, but it isn't going to be easy against the Illinois native in the U12 division here at Junior Gold. Our championship match is next. So there she is, the defending champion, Katelyn Abigania, who's got a chance to go back-to-back jacks if she defeats Abby Starkey in this championship match here at Junior Gold in Allen Park, Michigan at Thunder Bowl. There's Abigail, the number 1 seed. There's Diana Zavyanova looking on. Kevin Williams from the PBA. Dave Watka right there. So you got some very trained eyes keeping an eye on this match. And, of course, these two met on the way to this. And it was Starkey who defeated Abigania and knocked her into the elimination bracket, where Abigania obviously got out. And Starkey also beat Brandolino, so she earned the number 1 seed. That is our look at the future for the sport road to the finals. So Katelyn starting on the left lane. Flush.
There's some body language right there. Watch her walk off the approach like, okay, no one's going to mess with me.
She should feel confident after they're coming off the deck there.
Yep, 8-9 up the lane. Nice and direct. Nice in front of her.
And our first look at Schaumburg, Illinois native Abigail Starkey, likes to be called Abby. She averaged 183 this year at Michael Collins School. Goes wide left that time. Might have been a touch nervous. Marshall Kent is her favorite Pro Bowler. This is her 3rd round of Junior Gold experience. I mean, she was bowling in events under 8s. That's how experienced she is already.
Yeah, she bowls the Elite Youth Tour.
I thought that had a chance. Yeah, that's right. Deandra's in Illinois. And an early break here for Abigania, so we'll see how Abby Starkey responds.
There's President of the United States Bowling Congress, Mr. Carl Keelik. Next to him is his daughter Chloe, who competed this week in the Junior Gold event, and her grandfather. So the Keelik family is here in full presence. Again, our president and his family. Also sitting next to him was Melissa McDaniel, head of our IBC Youth Committee and board.
Looks a little better. Great adjustment made there by Abby. And just watching these youngsters, Kelly, I've been so impressed with their savvy and the ability to make changes on the fly.
Yeah, both young ladies in about the same part of the lane. Again, Caitlin's firmer ball speed. Abby's a little bit softer up the lane, but still in the same part of it. So the lanes start to break down, which you won't see much with only 3 young ladies bowling and the pattern holding up. It comes down to breaks. Who's going to carry the 10-pin or trip the 4-pin? High hit.
Might have crossed over and did just a touch, and so it ended up looking like a solid hit, but she's got a 6-pin left there on the deck.
Yeah, and that's really just comes down to physical execution. As aggressive as she is with her legs and her swing, when her swing V's away from her body, she overcorrects, and that's what happens. She misses her target in front of her to the left.
Well, in addition to winning Junior Gold last year, she was California State Champion back-to-back in 2018-2019. Junior Bowler Tour Girls Scratch Bowler of the Year. She won a Storm Youth Championship in Vegas, Storm All-American, and she's trying to double up on this title.
She'll need a big 3-leaf notebook with her resume as the older she gets.
And she buries 10 in the pit. Plus, of course, she joined Kelly and Ryan on television after winning Junior Gold last year. One day, Kelly and I will be able to explain to you what Ryan Seacrest is doing. We have yet to figure that out.
Yeah, but just a golden smile on her face. The energy she provides and brings, the exposure she brings to youth bowling. Maybe that day she opened the door for more people to enjoy it recreationally, as it's still the #1 recreational sport in the United States, and getting youngsters to join leagues and bowl.
6-10 left there for Starkey. And don't think that Abby is not going to need a garage for her first apartment just for her awards. Under 10 Eagles for doubles. And at the Youth Open, Elite Youth Tour Champion, Masters and Queens Championship and Sportsmanship. Glittering resumes for both of these bowlers, and they're both 12 years old. It's not how, it's how many. And it needed to be 2, and it was.
Years old. I never had this opportunity.
I was going to ask.
Yes. Unfortunately, the junior gold program did not exist when I was that age, back in 1990 something like that. But the opportunities now that have came to the forefront for young ladies and young men, especially in the collegiate ranks as well. Multiple opportunities.
All right, so I'm not asking you to be modest. I want you to be honest. Let's put 12-year-old Kelly out there. How would you have done against this competition?
Ooh, 25 pounds heavier, a little bit wider. I might have intimidated them with my size. And I did have a big hooking ball back then with a little bit less control. But when I finally went to camp and got under control, I was a threat to be.
You were not bad. All right.
Yeah, to be battled with.
And still are.
Thank you.
Ooh, unfortunate break there. Just missed that little 2-5 pocket.
Randy Schickert, he's the president of EBI, Ebonite, down in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. As you know, the EBI products were a huge sponsorship for Junior Gold.
And that's why Dave Watka is here off to the right. Dave, the marketing director, very accomplished player in his own right.
Orange is the new black?
Apparently, today. Oh, I thought that was a sweet shot.
I like circles, I like rectangles, I like squares, but daggone it, that triangle 60 feet away, 6-pin just lays in front of the 10-pin.
Hang on. And suddenly Starkey gets a huge break sitting on the bench. The lead is 15. Quick nod to the coach.
Their energy level is undeniably ecstatic and forthcoming and always moving on. But the composure, the maturity level, age 12, just learn to sit back and take a bit of a time, a bit of a breath to control your emotions and reset. Just like that.
High flush perfection for for Caitlyn. What a gorgeous shot.
She's been much in control of the left lane. It's the right lane that's kind of giving a few question marks to both young ladies.
And she will finish on that right lane. What is it about the right lane that you've noticed that's been so difficult?
There's a little bit of hang down the lane to the right, so it forces the girls to kind of move left and keep the head pin even closer to them. Yet it's not skidding along the pocket, so they have to go left but keep their eyes a little bit right, soften up the speed. That's the majority of what I see. Almost like there's a little bit extra puddle on about 45 feet on the right lane on lane 12. Oh, devastation.
Yeah, that's tough because Abigania recovered from her mistake with a strike. And so now that is back-to-back opens for Starkey.
In the professional ranks, what we would do right now if we're just getting a little bit out of sorts, take a re-rack. Let's get those extra 5, 6, 7 seconds to compose and put it behind us. It's a good delivery. Dad and coach in the background, get there.
Yeah, you could hear that.
Yep.
So you got a sleeper back there to deal with, 2-8. And a big moment of the match here for Abby. Really can't afford to leave anything else on the deck now the rest of the way. But then again, Abigania will be finishing on that troubling right lane. Nice. So we will will step aside. Katelyn Abigania is just about halfway through a back-to-back junior gold title. Want to compete with friends on national television? The 2020 USA Bowling National Championships will be held in Las Vegas, Nevada. Regional events are held in 16 centers across the country beginning this fall. Contact your local bowling center for details about leagues and to find a regional tournament near you. Just visit bowl.com/USA Bowling Regionals for more information. With Hall of Famer Kelly Kulick, Dave Lamont, and our crew at Thunder Bowl in the arena. And there is the trophy that either Caitlyn or Abby will be holding over their heads. We start the sixth frame for Abigania, the defending champion, and currently with the lead. But you see on the right lane, she has 9 spare, 9 miss. And now she's on that right lane here for the sixth frame with a good lead.
Yeah, 26 pins going in the sixth frame, now looking for a double.
Got out of that one.
Her feet are moving. Woo, she trucking. Could see the energy in her legs behind her, just really getting to the foul line really fast. Sticks on the approach, comes up, arm swing in front of her body. Leaves the 6-9-10.
Well, I've heard pros talk about that. That first shot coming out of a break, you never want to be too fast.
Yeah.
Good cover. With the 2019 Junior Gold Championships on the line, we move ahead to the 8th frame. So Abigania is in a position where if she just doesn't have anything really bad happen to her, she should be able to hang on and win here.
So far, we've seen a lot of crazy things happen.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, Abby, can she convert? Leaves the 4-pin standing.
Well, that's one of the crazy things right there. That looked like a good shot.
Yeah, 167 is her max score if she does strike out, which she's really, really struggling on both lanes right now. But Katelyn Abigania definitely in full control. Her foot is on the gas pedal with a 41-pin lead.
And a max score of 228. And on this right lane, 9 spare, 9 miss, 7 spare. Now an 8.
Well, the nice thing with these young ladies, you don't have to worry about a shot clock.
No.
When it's their turn to bowl, they're ready to bowl.
Bless them for that. Well, now she's going to step back. And you know what? If she wasn't comfortable, that's a very mature move. Get comfortable.
Well, you could see her shoes been busted by one of her teammates in the USA bowling matches.
Got it. Accidentally, but yeah, I think if she hangs on here, maybe your dad or mom can treat her to a new pair of kicks.
I'm sure she's due for a growth spurt. She'll need a new pair anyway. That's how I always did with my parents.
That's a good point.
Mom, I'm getting taller. Need new shoes. That's got to go cross. 6-10 again.
Well, she avoided a disaster there. First time she didn't strike on that lane, but she didn't hurt herself either. And she can be in a really advantageous position here. She covers this.
If she covers this, she'll just need to stay behind the foul line and keep the ball on the lane.
I like her chances of doing that.
I do too.
Katelyn Abigania is a frame away from a back-to-back junior gold championship.
It's hard enough to do it at the professional level, let alone doing it at age 11 and now at the age of 12. It's just remarkable to see the talent. I got to scout out some doubles partners for the future. That's what I'm doing.
That's somebody you want to look at. Her too.
Well, I give Abigail a big round of applause. Being undefeated to get here, or making it through the matches to be in the bracket and be the #1 seed is not to be taken lightly. She just never got comfortable in both lanes, unfortunately.
Well, the one thing Caitlyn did bring to the stepladder final the other bowlers didn't have was experience in an environment like this.
Correct. I'm sure she'll build on this confidence and learning experience and go back and run more Elite Youth Tour events run by Deandra Beatty, and I would put money on it that we'll see her in future telecasts.
No, she's got game. The sport isn't always fair.
There's the strike she was looking for.
A couple more would be nice and would force Abigania to stay behind that foul line.
Look right there over the 9 board. Heavy, heavy ball roll. Notice the ball rolls off towards the left, towards the 8 pin. That's when you know you've got good ball reaction.
And that will do it. Katelyn Abigania is your junior gold champion.
Just got to make more shelf space for the trophies.
Extension of the garage, maybe build on top of it. Yeah, you're right. Mom and Dad have to move out of the bedroom, so she takes over. Our congratulations to Abby Stark. You were finishing in style with that conversion. But there is your champion. 12-year-old Katelyn Abigania, back-to-back junior gold #1. And an emotional moment for her, understandably. How about a strike? Yes, sir. We'll be back right after this. Bowling.com moment of the match. And Katelyn Abigania understands this drill. Back-to-back championship. She won it at 11, and she has won it at 12. And Kelly, in the history of the sport, there have been very few who have ever done this, and those that have become stars. Katelyn Abigania on the left, Elias O'Halloran on the right. They are your under-12 junior gold champions. 2 brilliant performers against excellent competition, and they are the champions. Our congratulations to both of them. Be sure to join CBS Sports Network next Tuesday, July 30th at 8 p.m. for the U15 Junior Gold Championships. For my partner Kelly Kulick and our entire CBS Sports Network crew, I'm Dave Lamont saying so long from Thunderbolt Lanes in Detroit in association with the United States Bowling Congress. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network.